Last Man Standing took the world by storm when it premiered. But it hasn't always been a smooth ride. Let's look at the behind the scenes of the beloved sitcom.
Here we go.
Learn about the Easter eggs Last Man Standing was peppered with, why the key characters were recast in the middle of the show's run, and which surprising mementos helped Nancy Travis deal with saying goodbye to Vanessa. Let's find out. The sitcom roots. Before Last Man Standing, Tim Allen has starred on multiple shows throughout his long-running career. The most notable of them was Home Improvement. When it wrapped, Tim was actually looking for a similar project, but with one significant difference.
I just said, give me 3 daughters, like my life is almost all females.
So his new character got sporting goods and boats instead of tools, and 4 women at home instead of 3 sons. And Allen often paid homage to his previous work. Subtle nods. In fact, we can spot numerous references to Tim's other roles throughout the show. His co-stars from Home Improvement, Patricia Richardson, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, showed up in several episodes.
You like tools?
Not as much as I used to.
Moreover, Mike Baxter even met the Home Improvement lead.
Tim Taylor.
This is just like the Parent Trap, only it's the Grandparent Trap.
There's also an Easter egg that refers to the sci-fi comedy Galaxy Quest. Allen's catchphrase from that movie, "Never give up, never surrender," was quoted twice, as Kyle's advice on how to end a video and as hand-painted sign in the Baxter's front yard. And if you notice Toy Story posters in Ed's basement, they are there for a reason. Tim lent his voice to Buzz Lightyear in the animated movies franchise. On top of that, in Season 7, there was a little joke when Eve finds a copy of Toy Story 4 at her parents' home, 3 months prior to its official release. But not all of the creative decisions were that subtle. Odd replacement. In Season 1, the eldest of the Baxter sisters, Kristen, was played by Alexandra Krosney. However, in the second season, she was replaced by Amanda Fuller. The parting likely wasn't personal. The show's producers thought Alexandra was too young-looking for the role. And although fans were not excited about it, that didn't affect the show's ratings. The Last Man Standing cast celebrated its 100th episode in Season 5. Nancy Travis shared at the time,
"It doesn't feel old. It still feels new. I still think we could do another 100.
And she almost guessed it. The sitcom had 194 episodes altogether. Still, its run could have ended much earlier. Shocking cancellation. After 6 successful seasons, in 2017, ABC unexpectedly announced that the series was not coming back.
This is the best show I've ever been on. What? We're off the air.
When the news broke, the Last Man Standing cast and crew were clearly confused. Tim Allen claimed he was stunned and blindsided.
But I wouldn't let it go. I took the sets to I have a little production studio of my own.
But what was the reason for axing the project? Many viewers assumed that politics came into play, as Mike Baxter was a sharp-tongued Republican, quick to belittle liberals. However, ABC stated that the show was closed due to business and scheduling reasons, meaning the sitcom became too expensive for the network. Thankfully, it had a huge and fervent fan following. The Saviors. The Last Man Standing loyal fans were outraged and very vocal. They took to social media, which caused the show to trend nationally on both Twitter and Facebook. Even prominent figures like actor James Woods and Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker expressed their support. There was also a Change.org petition with over 350,000 signatures. Such a passionate reaction eventually led to the sitcom revival on Fox in 2018. Tim Allen was surprised and overjoyed to see how many people wanted to bring the big family of Last Man Standing back on air.
We feel like this is the fans' victory, really, that we get to come back. And so we thank you.
Thank you.
Still, it came with a price. Forced recasting. When the show got canceled, several actors quickly moved on to other acting gigs, like Molly Ephraim, who found roles in series like Brockmire and Hold and Catch Fire. To replace her, the showrunners cast Molly McCook. But Nancy Travis chose to stay on Last Man Standing, although she had to sacrifice another project, The Kaminsky Method, where she starred alongside Michael Douglas. And there was actually no way she could choose differently. The actress shared she was kind of intimately connected to her character.
There are these moments that I feel, oh, that's something Vanessa would say or Vanessa would do, not me.
Who knows if the show would survive the loss of Mike's good-natured, bad pun-loving wife? Because all of the cast agreed that Travis was actually the funniest person on set.
Nancy kills me. Nancy, yeah,
because she's
for sure.
a goofball.
Favorite thing is like when you can see it behind her eyes. Like she's gonna laugh.
Still, the actress herself has always credited Tim Allen for helping his co-stars shine. And so they kept on leading the show for 3 seasons more. But all good things come to an end. The final chapter. Sadly, but Last Man Standing wrapped up after 9 seasons. This time, its cast had an opportunity to say farewell properly. The final episode, Keep Truckin', was written by Allen. And fans definitely appreciated the metaphor of losing the vintage car.
Well, don't think of it as a truck. Think of it as something this group was involved with for 10 years. I mean, look, Mike may have been in charge, but we all played a part.
Executive producer and showrunner Kevin Abbott explained that they toyed with several ideas of how characters would say their goodbyes, but they didn't want to lament about the show's end. After all, it has always been and remained a comedy. However, they still wanted to let the cast members express their feelings. So Mike's beloved vehicle gave them an opportunity to tell a funny, yet emotional story. And just in case the parallel wasn't obvious enough for the viewers, Mike Baxter hid it in his final vlog.
I loved every moment of that show. I mean, truck.
The producers even thought of bringing the original cast members to the set. However, the show's finale was filmed in the midst of the pandemic. Because of that, the writers had to be inventive. Getting the favorite back. Showrunner Kevin Abbott revealed that they were thinking of calling in Alexandra Krosney or Molly Ephraim. Unfortunately, that would be too difficult to realize because of the COVID regulations. However, they did manage to have Caitlin Dever come in to shoot that scene.
I'm gonna really miss working on it with you. Those are some of the best times of my life.
Mike and his youngest daughter have always had a special relationship. So Eve's final guest appearance has been planned from the very start. Of course, everybody wanted to actually have her on set.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I really, really wanted to be.
But Caitlin was shooting the movie Dear Evan Hansen at the time and wasn't able to get on the other set. And you should agree that having her via Zoom was quite up to date. Now, let's learn what helped the Last Man Standing team deal with their feelings. Perfect souvenirs. It's not strange when the cast and crew take some mementos from the set. Kevin Abbott took home the symbol of Outdoor Man, a plush trout. And Amanda Fuller grabbed a picture of a bear from the office walls. But Nancy Travis was much more practical with her choice.
Maybe because I'm just sentimental in different ways, I ended up taking clothes that Vanessa wore, clothes and shoes.
However, the actress joked she might have taken something else if she could.
Well, maybe it's also because there wasn't much left after Tim was packing the whole place.
The show's lead admitted he couldn't help but take too many mementos.
I've got so much crap that I'm actually angry with myself.
But the most memorable among them was a miniature replica model of the series set, which would remind him how special the show was. And what would you take if you had the chance? Share with us in the comments. Thanks for watching and stay awesome.